Hi everyone, Steve Bostosh, Golf Magazine Top 100 teacher from my academy here in Maryland. This is a product I'm really excited to share with you guys. It's a training product for putting that I developed, the TourAngle Zero. And really the biggest thing is, look, when you're putting by yourself, Matt, you don't know if you're aimed straight, you don't know if you're set up properly, right? And so the biggest thing that I see with students is everybody's trying to get better, but they just don't practice correctly. And more than that, they don't practice so that they have accurate feedback, right? They think if it goes in the hole, it must have been a good stroke, which technically is probably not even close to reality. And so with the TourAngle Zero, here's what I want you to do. I want you to take the two halves of the red indicator rod. We're going to screw them together. And I like to place it on the top clip up here. And I'll explain it, but we can actually adjust this based on your size. But I'm going to clip it in the top clip. And then Matt, I want you to take the white lip and place it in between your two middle fingers. And we're going to use this first with the rod on top of your forearms. Okay? So let's get you set up here. So that goes in between, yep, and that's going to stay on top. Now you do have to work this on underneath the grip a little bit, right?
Yep.
And then take your normal grip. I prefer it to be square. So now I know where this is pointed. And here's the other benefit to this. If it's touching both forearms, this is why we called it the TourAngle Zero. It places the shaft in line with the forearms so that there is, show me no angle, or show me an angle in between or above. Okay? Now, make it touch both so that we have a straight line from the shaft up the forearm so it's in one plane, which again I think is a critical component to being a little more consistent, you know, and maybe not using your hands so much. So let's get you set up there. I just want you to hit maybe a couple of putts. Let's hit them maybe 4 or 5 feet. Let's see where the rod is actually pointed. That's beautiful. So it's touching both, right? Mm-hmm. Now I want your focus to be on moving the rod back and forth straight. Good job. Let's do it again.
It's really nice to have this visual because when you're not able to see what's going on, that's when you aren't sure if you're doing something right or not.
Yeah, and it's easier for you to tell where it's aimed, right? So set this up so that your arms are open or left. And guess what? You're going to hit a slice putt. Set it up so that you're closed. Yeah, and it's going to work too much into out. Now let's get it set up square. Now just focus on the rod moving back and through even. Yep. And so one of the hallmarks that we see with most of the best putters, right, is that they set up and aim their forearm straight down their target line, which may be different if we have a curve, right? Mm-hmm. So if we have a curve right to left, then we need to aim this to the right to accommodate the curve. And then the second piece is that there is this straight line from the shaft up your forearm so that it's in one plane. And that tends to eliminate some of the mischief, you know, that you might do with your hands. Now, let me show you another way to use this. If we take this out and we go down to the bottom clip, or one of the bottom two clips, we're going to do the exact same thing, only we're going to put the rod underneath the forearms. And again, I want to see where this is aimed, okay? So this goes in between the two middle fingers, and then try to work that lip onto the handle. Yep. And I can adjust this if we need to.
So from here, if I have hinge this way, it comes off.
Yeah, you see it's not touching, right?
Right.
And then we don't have the one plane.
The putter toe is up too.
And the putter's not sitting squarely. There you go. So you feel like your wrists are being bowed up slightly, right? Yeah. And to me, that's an important key because it tends to, you know, keep the mischief out of the hands. And then I want to monitor where this is pointed. This should be pointed at your target, right? And let's focus on the rod going back and through. Anything that we can do to take your mind off of the golf ball and off of your hands, to me, and as a golf coach, is a huge benefit. So now you're just going to focus on the rod moving back and through in a nice even, 1, 2. And so if this is aimed crooked, your putter path is going to work in that direction. Yep. and then you're going to get poor rolls and you're going to get missed putts. So Matt, when you use this like this, when you get set up, does it feel like it's straight or crooked? Does that feel awkward to you at all?
No, it feels straight.
So you're pretty good. Square, right?
Yeah.
And then whenever you focus on the rod moving back and through, is that comfortable for you?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. And so what we see with a lot of players is who use their hands too much or actually aim crooked, right? They have to make compensations. Yeah.
And it gets off your form, so you know right away that you're doing that.
Now let me ask you, let me have this. So let's put it back on top. And let's do it the other way, right? Like this. And it's adjustable based on, let's put this on top of your forms, yeah. Now, do you prefer one over the other?
Well, I think you need to be able to do it both ways.
Okay.
But I would prefer it on top. I think it's a little easier to see.
Okay. And it takes your mind off the putter, right? So you're focusing on this, which to me is a good thing.
Yeah, when you focus on having this go straight back and straight through, it really gives the putter a nice swing path.
Okay, good. Very good. Conclusion? So here you have the TourAngle Zero. You can practice on your own, get accurate feedback, make sure your aim's straight, and ultimately be a better putter and shoot lower scores. Thanks for watching.